Hey, what's up, card fighters? So I'm here. This is my Advantgarda. Yes, this is my Advantgarda matches that I am going to be recording tonight. This was last Monday, which feels like forever ago, to be honest with you. But I haven't touched the deck since after this tournament. After the tournament, it just kind of like my not my losses, because this was my only loss. Because like I bricked really badly these two games, but it just kind of like turned me off from the deck. I was just like, it just feels like it's just missing so many things, and it just needs a little bit more to like be where it wants to be. I guess it kind of has a consistency problem. Like the pat one, like when you get there, like you get there, but it just like in these games, I'll showcase you like how bad it feels when you don't get there. So my opponent's gonna go first here. He is playing Maelstrom. This is a buddy of mine. A little bit of glare on my side. I apologize, guys, but I will try to do the play-by-play as best as I can. So I'm gonna ride Routus here. I was playing the World engine in this deck. It just felt really good. So I ditch an Operate Master here to get the World engine, and then I'm gonna swing for 16, which I get a grade 3 order here, and he damages a PG, draws a PG, and it is his turn. Pitches a heal here. Rides up to the grade 2, which just searches him the set order automatically. I've actually been calls out title here. Just a little bit of rush. He can't restand with it, but you know, just trying to rush with it. So this is 19 to 18, deciding how I want to guard here. I am going to guard with a 5k, another Operate Master. I usually ditch those if I already have Persona Rad in hand. We ditch the grade 3 order here, play the World Order, get a token, and then swing for 18 at the Vanguard. He's going to get a defensive trigger, so we're just going to swing 15 at the rear guard here. Make sure to put the Bulbul Mine in Soul to get that counter charge off, because I know he's going to get a pop off of his Maelstrom. Because Maelstrom's ability is when he swings, if it's the 4th battle of that turn or more, he gets to pop one of my rear guards and draw a card. He's going to do top 7 search here off the ride line, and he is going to get an Inlet Pulse, which is a Tear Dragon. Automatically goes to board. He's going to play a set order here, calling down the Column Switcher. I forget his name at the moment. Calls down another Tidal Assault, and then calls down a grade 1, which I believe it gives 5k to all the units in the same column, if I'm not mistaken. So I take the first attack. I damage an Avantgarda, unfortunately. So he's going to swing again at my Vanguard for 10. Decide to guard. He restands. He's going to swing for 18. I guard. He's going to Soul Blast 1 for the Column Swapper to swap those 2 units. He's going to swing with the Vanguard here, deleting my token. He's going to crit, give it all to the rear guard, and he's going to get a draw, give it all to the rear guard. I get a heal trigger here, so I'm back down to 4. And I just guard with the OT here. So I'm going to pitch a strategy order here to ride, and then grab another grade 2 strategy order, which I elect to fail to find here, because I believe I already have a strategy order in hand. Or do I not elect to fail to find? No, I elect to fail to find here. It's just so I could get that grade 2 out as a rear guard. Then I'm going to call out Vogel here, which is going to let me get a grade 3 strategy order from my deck or drop zone. Play it. Vogel gets +5, then I activate my Vanguard's ability here, which I wasn't counting for this event. I forgot. For the whole event, I didn't know. This is why it's important to read your cards, guys. I didn't know AVANTGARDA gave himself 5k. We do give the power to the other rear guard, and then we give all effects to the other rear guard. Don't get the restand here, unfortunately, but I did say he swung for 18 when he was supposed to be 23. And I swing for 35 here with a crit. Yeah, I swing for 35 with a crit, because the other line is 23. So he just elects to take it, and then we're going to swing for 23 here, which he guards, and that's the end of our turn. So he Persona Rides here, Then activates Maelstrom's ability to call out the Inlet Pulse. Then he's going to activate that Grade 2's ability to Soul Blast 1, give 2 units plus 10, give himself and another unit plus 10. So this is going to be 30 at the Vanguard, which we elect to take it. We go to 4 here. Then he's going to swing for 28, or no, 23, and we guard here. Swings with the Vanguard. I believe we just took it, and then we give power to my Vanguard. So this is 38. So we need 20k guard to guard this. I believe we PG it. No, we just take it. Because I knew he was going to get another attack, and we couldn't guard his other attack. So that was a swift game 1. Like I said, it was weird. It was weird the way that these games happened. It was like kind of like I bricked, or like not that I bricked, but basically for AVANTGARDA, if you don't know, his effect is on hit to restand unless you Persona Road. So every turn after turn 3 is basically a 2-card combo, to whereas you need a Persona Ride plus a strategy order to play. Which that is what kind of makes the deck feel bad, but like you can mitigate this with like a bunch of cards. You could play Operate Master to search Persona Rides. You could play Vogel. You play Vogel, obviously, to search your strategy orders. Your ride line searches your strategy orders. So it's like not the most feel bad thing in the world, but the deck can crumble, especially to rearguard disruption. So we're gonna search first, and then we're gonna activate Penguin for the top 5. I do believe I whiff here, if I'm not mistaken. Which we're gonna activate top 5. Nope, we get the Grade 3 strategy order here. It's gonna ride, draw for going second. He's gonna call, I forget his name again, but he's gonna call that. We're gonna take it, and then we guard the second attack. Draw for turn here. I believe we pitched the Grade 3 strategy order in our hand. Yeah, we pitched Grade 3 strategy order here. I'm gonna activate, call a token, call a Bulbo Mine, swing for 18 at the Vanguard. He's gonna take it. He's going to get a defensive trigger, and we're just going to swing 15 at the rear guard and pass turn. Pitching Inlet Pulse here to ride, and he's going to automatically search his set order. Calls down a Tidal Assault, and he swings for 10 at my Vanguard. Yeah, he swings for 10 at my Vanguard. We don't get a defensive trigger, and we guard with a Bulbo Mind. Pitch a 15 here to ride, and we grab a strategy order here. Arguably, I should have maybe gotten a rear guard, but we elect to grab the strategy order here. Play that strategy order. Activate Vanguard's ability. It's going to give it 10k and drawing a card. And I said it's 23. It's actually 28. But I believe the way he guards, it doesn't matter. Which I believe he just perfect guards my Vanguard once again. Oh no, so it's over trigger to pass. Then I swing 15 at the rear, I believe? Yeah, at the rear guard. And then I pass turn. I think I was a little bit frustrated because my hand was nothing but triggers. And like this was the game that like got me really frustrated because like my hand was essentially just like, okay, I have a way to get to a strategy order, but the rest is all triggers, which means like I'm not gonna have the best time building a board. Which this deck doesn't really build a board like that, but like against a board disruption deck, like it was it's a little bit like basically an uphill battle here. He rides, he looks top 7 for a Tear Dragon, calls out that Grade 2. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to use its ability since he hasn't Persona Road yet. But it is an act ability, so if it does stay on field, he is going to reap the benefits of that card next turn. Calls out the Grade 1 off the set order here. Calls out Inlet Pulse, and then calls out another Grade 1 here. So he's going to swing for 13. We take it, get a defensive. Then he's going to swing for 18 at whiff at my Vanguard. And he's going to swap columns, whiff at my Vanguard again, and then pop my rear guard with his Vanguard's ability since this is the third battle. Or no, fourth battle. We Persona Ride here? No, okay, so all I had was Persona Ride and a set order here. I think what was I peeved about? Was I peeved about all the triggers in my hand? Because I know I was really, like, upset about something. That it really wasn't going, like, something about this match really wasn't going my way, but looking bad at it, like, maybe I was just being a poor sport for no reason. I whiff off the penguin search here. Call a trigger here. Oh, okay. So I didn't have a way of getting a set order. That's what I was really what am I doing? Oh, no. Did I use my set order already? Hold on, guys, while I go back a little bit. I rode. I Persona Road here. I draw. Yeah, okay, so I used my set order for turn already. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't cheating, guys. So we get a front trigger here. He has a defensive heal. Pitch a 15 here, and then swing again. He decides to just take it, get a set order here. And then that is basically 5 plus 30 is 35. Which arguably, maybe I should have just gone for the rear guards here and tried to clean, but his rear guards really weren't that ideal. And then I believe that was 40? Yeah, that was 40. So a 15 and an intercept. He Persona Rides here. Uses his Vanguard's ability to call out the Inlet Pulse from Soul. Then he's going to activate his Orders ability, calling out Tidal, and then giving Tidal a plus... Oh no, any unit a plus 5. He's going to call out that grade 2, give itself and another unit plus 10. Since he Persona Road. He's going to swing for 28 here, and it's going to restand off of his Vanguard's ability. He's going to swing for 30 here. It's going to restand again. He's going to swing for 28 again. I take it. I get a defensive trigger here. I guard off the OT on his Vanguard swing. He gets a draw trigger. And then he gets Chalice. So this is 40 here. I'm at 5, so I'm not dead yet. And then I perfect guard his last attack. So we draw Persona Ride here. Call Vogel. So I'm working off the bare minimum here, apparently. Get our grade 3 set order from the deck. Just checking what was in the deck real quick. And then we shuffle up. Called on the Penguin here. I was just trying to exude some pressure. So I swing here. This is supposed to be 33, but I believe I said like 28 instead. We get a heal here, which is very clutch. I believe I give the power to Vogel. And then we heal again, and I think I give the power to the Penguin. Or I think I gave one of the powers to the Vanguard, if I'm not mistaken. Pitch Operate Master here and swing for what's supposed to be 48, but I believe I said 43. Get a set order here. Then we're going to swing with the Vogel. This is 18, 28, 48 if I gave the power there, but maybe I give the power to the Penguin. Nah, I think I give the power to the Penguin, yeah. So I was just 38. It's 15, 25, 45. Yeah, I gave the power to the Penguin. Which I just go for the face. Arguably, again, maybe I should have just been swinging at his rear guards, but I just assumed he had replacements, which maybe wasn't the best assumption. Like, there was a bunch of turns where instead of just trying to attack face, I should have maybe just tried to clean up his board a little bit here. The real sad part about the second match was even though that we did double heal, we're not able to capitalize on that double heal because of like how weak our hand is. And he does Persona Ride off of the Chalice here, and he is just trying to think about his plays here. And I believe I was a little bit again. I was like a little. I was peeved the whole match because it just felt like things weren't going my way. Like I just had to work with the bare minimum, and it didn't feel like my deck was like helping me. I guess that's why I was like really upset. He's gonna use the Grade 2 ability here, give 10 to title and 10 to itself. He did try to activate the set order, but I told him he can only activate one order per turn, and I guess he just forgot he played it. So he's gonna activate his Vanguard's ability here, then realizing he has no targets, so he decides against it. Which I think he just starts swinging here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he just starts swinging here. So this is 18, I believe. I just guard for 28. Now this is 30. I guard and intercept for that one. Then he restands. She's going to swing. This is 38 at my Vanguard. I believe I just take this. Give power to my Vanguard. And then that column is going to swap. Then he swings at my Vanguard. I don't have enough to guard, so I just no guard it. He gets a crit here, and that is the end of game 2. Which again, I was very peeved because apparently, I know it didn't really look like it on the match. It looked like pretty much like your standard fight, but it just felt, for at least for me as the player, like post nut clarity, haha. But it felt like things weren't just going that way that match. I believe I was like drawing a lot of triggers, which is also why I was peeved. But also looking back at it, things are bad, but they really weren't that bad. I feel like I could have played that match better. Maybe like trying to hammer his rear guards a little bit more. Maybe restrict his resources of like, even though he doesn't use a lot of counterblasts, maybe restricting his counterblast resources was the better way to go instead of, acting that way. Which is, it's very important that we do, look back on moments like this and realize, even though we did lose because of unfortunate circumstances, like even if what you could have done better wouldn't have affected the outcome much, it's always important to realize you could have done something better. And yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We just hit 600. Hope I'm not jinxing myself and a bunch of people unsubscribe, but we just hit 600. That's just like very amazing, guys, considering this channel was started not too long ago, like over like a year and a half ago now, and we're already at 600 subscribers. That's like just really like awe-inspiring and like starstruck for me personally. But yeah, anyways, guys, don't forget to have a good night, and don't let games like this get to you at the end of the day. It's not that serious.